Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. I wanted to make another one as kind of a follow-up to the one I made about a week ago, week and a half, and say that I did graduate. And it was an experience I will remember for the rest of my life. It was one of the most beautiful things I think I ever experienced. It was, words can't describe it. Like I said before, I come from a not so good background, so graduating was something that I'm the first one in my family to graduate college, which in and of itself is an amazing accomplishment for me. It was really, really hard, as I'm sure it is for everyone else. But God, it was one of the most beautiful ceremonies. From the major I graduated with, it was actually kind of like two commencements. I won't go into a whole lot of detail for that. But the first one was so beautiful. It was, there were flowers and candles, and everyone was so happy, and there was food, and I got to see the people that I had grown close to, and they got to meet the people that I cared about the most. You know, my mom was there, my sister was there, friends, family, everybody. It was a wonderful experience. And God, I even it was a great time. And when the whole thing started, I was sitting in that chair, and I was just like, is this really happening? Like, I'd struggled with self-sabotage. I mean, I hadn't ever acted on it, but I really, really, really struggled with those feelings, especially in these last few months, because I'd gone to college once and I dropped out, and this time I was extremely close, and it just didn't feel like it's something that people like me get, you know? It feels like, you know, I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but especially people who've struggled their whole lives, it feels like people like us were just destined to struggle forever and never actually get anywhere. It just feels like the struggle is never gonna end, and we just kept on going. But it did end, and I am facing a point in my life now where I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen. It's one of those things where you're like, I never thought I'd get that far. I mean, I didn't think I was gonna die or nothing, but yeah, I just, like, success-wise, I didn't think I'd get this far. But now that I'm here, I'm just like, wow. And my mom was there too. My mom was there, and it was amazing to have her there. My mom is dying. She has an illness that has been bothering her for a couple of years now, and the doctor has given her about 6 months. So I fought like hell to get this degree, because I wanted her to see that before she goes. I wanted her to know that I'll be okay, because I think that's what every mom wants for her kids, right? I mean, just to know that they're gonna be okay. And she knows that now, which brings me peace. Giving her peace brings me peace. And I think that's kind of what, you know, being human is all about. We're all in this life thing together. Yeah, and it was, gosh, it really got to me too, because, I've been watching her slowly deteriorate for some time now. And I just kept praying and praying that she'd make it to this point, and she's made it to this point, but that doesn't mean I'm okay for her to go now. But, yeah, so I'm excited for what lies ahead. And I know, I want to leave this video with some food for thought for everybody. I want you to know that struggling for your whole life, or just struggle in general, it's not some destiny that you're born with. You have a choice in a lot of these things. Don't feel like you're powerless. It's your life and you're in control. Don't think for a second that you're bound to struggle forever. Time goes on and things get better. I've been through hell, as I'm sure some of you have. Like, serious hell. But I'm here. I'm here today as I want to be an example. I want to be an example for people who grew up like me, or or feel like they can't do it. So feel free to drop a comment, and I'd love to talk with you guys more. I saw there was a few comments on the last video, but God, what is it now? I'm sitting in the dark recording this. It's 10 p.m. now. Hope everybody's enjoying their spring. Have a good night. Deuces.